I'm Captain 37, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to answer questions in this paper. Question number 12. A camel is a mode of transport used in the desert because it's A. It can cover long distances without water. B. It has big eyes which can see far. C. Has big ears which can hear from a distance. D. It is not liked by people in other areas. The answer to this particular question is A. A camel can cover a long distance without water. Question 13. What do we call the process of sending messages from one place to another? When I am here where I am, I send you a message. What do you call that? Do you call that telephone? Do you call that internet? Do you call that information, or you call it communication? The answer to this question is D. It is known as communication. Communication is the process of sending messages from one place to another. Question number 14. Jesus' first followers were? Jesus' first followers, fishermen? Were they hunters? Were they poachers, or they were singers? The answer is A. They were fishermen. And that's why there's that song, I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men. People don't say, I will make you poachers of men. Question number 15. Wild animals are protected when they are kept in A. Homes, B. Islands, C. National parks, D. Rift valleys. Wild animals are protected when they are kept in national parks. So the answer is C. Question number 16. Communication between God and an individual is called? When an individual communicates with God, do you call that A. Baptism? Do you call it B. Offering? C. Prayer? D. Sacrifice? The answer to this question is... What's the answer to this question? It is prayer. Communication with God is called prayer. Question number 17. A group of people who are related by blood and marriage is called? People that are related by blood and marriage, is it called a community, that group of people? Is it called a family, an organization, or a race? The answer is B. It's called a family. Question number 18. Apart from Mazabuka, where else is sugar commercially grown in Zambia? A. Ndola, B. Kitwe, C. Kafue, D. Kawe. The answer to this question is C. Kawe. No, Kafue. It is C. Kafue. Question number 19. One way in which Zambian children show obedience and respect to parents is by dash when they give them something. One way in which a child can show respect. So in this particular question, you are assuming that an elderly person is giving you something. When your uncle, your auntie, or another elderly person is giving you something, what do you do? Do you kneel down? Do you lie down? Do you squat, or you stand straight? The answer is B. We kneel down when we are receiving, and it is one way of showing respect. Question number 20. Study the bar graph below and answer the question that follows. What is this graph about? This side, it is showing the days. So this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and day 6. Should have been like that. And this is rainfall. So this diagram shows how much rain there was on day 1, on day 2, day 3, up to day 6. Then there's a question, which is this question right over here. On which day was the lowest rain recorded? Of these, on which day, this side shows us how much it rained, and this side shows us the days. On which day did it rain less? Is it on day 1, on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, or day 6? As we can see, it rained less on day 2 because it was only 5 millimeters. And so the answer to this question is B, day 2. Question number 21. The following are basic needs except a basic need is that which you cannot do without. Can you do without water? Can you do without shelter? A roof over your head? Can you do without food? Can you do without electricity? You cannot do without water. You cannot do without shelter. You cannot do without food, but you can do without electricity. And so the answer is D. Question number 22. Commercial farms in Zambia are mostly located along the line of rail because A, of fertile soils and good transport network, B, because of shortage of land and water, C, because rural areas have less rainfall, D, because the government only buys farm produce near railways. The answer to this question is A. It is because there is fertile soil and there's good transport network. Question number 23. What do Christians celebrate during Easter? The A, beginning of Christian churches, B, birth of Jesus Christ, C, coming of the Holy Spirit, D, death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The answer to this question is D, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Question number 24. Cultivation of vegetables, fruits, and flowers mainly for the urban market is called A, intensive farming, B, market gardening, C, mixed farming, D, winter cropping. I do not know the answer to this question, so I'm going to mark it so that I'm going to get back to it. When you do not know the answer to a question, do not guess. Skip that particular question, but first mark it and later you can come back to it. Question number 25. Dash is a modern method of preserving food. How do you preserve food nowadays? Do we preserve food by freezing, by drying, by salting, or by smoking? Nowadays, we preserve food by freezing because we've got refrigerators. So the answer is A. Question 26. A chemical which causes damage to the environment is called A chemical which causes damage to the environment, is it called A disease, B, a pest, C, a poison, D, a pollutant? Again, I do not know the answer to this question, so I'm going to mark it so that I get back to it. And don't feel bad or embarrassed when you don't know. And don't look at your friends and see what they are writing. Focus on your own paper and do not copy. Question number 27. Growing trees prevents A, air pollution, B, land pollution, C, soil erosion, D, water pollution. When you grow trees, it's going to help prevent soil erosion. So the answer is C. Question number 28. We can use a dash that is connected to the internet to send and receive information from all over the world. What is it that we can connect to the internet? Is it A computer, B, letter, C, television, D, radio? The answer here is A. We connect our computers to the internet so that we can send emails, WhatsApp messages, and other type of messages. Question number 29. What do the letters SADC stand for? A, Southern Africa Development Committee, B, Southern Africa Development Community, C, Southern Africa Division Community, D, Southern Africa Distribution Community. The answer in this particular case is B. SADC stands for Southern Africa Development Community. Question number 30. Dash were used by the San people to cut meat. What were the San people, who you want to call Bushmen, what were they using to cut meat? They were using A, axes, B, horse, C, knives, D, sharp stones. The answer is D. They were using sharp stones.